let me ask a couple, Jeff, if I could. So imagine that I met with a lender and we decided that I want to buy a house and I don't know how much I qualify for, and I share my income, and I share my assets, my bank accounts and such, and what I want to buy. And the lender says, well, your credit score is here and this is the payment, but if it was higher, at what point do I reach out to you? Does a lender reach out to you? Do I reach out to you as a buyer? Does the agent do that for you? And what does that look like? How does that process go from, gee, there's a chance here I might be able to save some money, to reaching out to you and getting that evaluation you talked about?
You know, Bill, thanks for stepping in also. I do want to mention what you just said. Everything starts with the pre-approval. It never gets to the realtor till it's been pre-approved through a lender. We are the second part of that process. If a lender, like what you mentioned in your scenario, what happens is a lender, if you're trying to get to a certain level, and your credit score is interfering with where your rate is going to be, or where your down payment is going to be, or where your PMI is going to be, that's where they may reach out to us. We always do a free review with the consumer, but it's about trying to get them to their goal. What we do as if it's something where their credit score, I'll give you an example. We help people with credit scores down to 400. But half of our business is with people at 680 and above, trying to get a higher credit score so they can get a lower interest rate and a lower down payment. When you're stepping into a market where you're going to need 10% or 15% when you may be able to do 5% just because of your credit score, that's where the lender reaches out to us. Not everybody needs us. We're a great avenue for questions, but what we do though, is as a person, if let's say they do start with us and we start getting their credit score higher, we start evaluating their credit profile to try to show them ways to bring down interest rates within their credit report on items now that their credit is getting better. What that does is, I'll use a car as an example. In a lot of cases, unless you have a premium credit score, you're going to overpay on your automobile per month. So we want you to go refinance it so you can open up another $200 or $300 a month for your lender to add for that neighborhood. So the realtor has a stronger pre-approval letter. And all that kind of happens with us, but it is all tied to credit score. And again, that's usually something driven because most of the people that come through our company are from banks, mortgage companies, real estate companies, things like that are buying larger purchases, and they have a goal in mind. Our processing and legal department tear it apart to figure out those things to help you and your client, as well as the lender, to be able to increase their credit score and lower some of those items. And that's what's important.
Could be worth thousands and thousands of dollars.
Oh my gosh, it's tremendous. The other part is, Bill, just so you know, with our service, and I did specify a lot about how we're more of a short-term service. When you leave our service, you have better credit. So it's not like you have better credit for a day or 2 weeks. You have better credit. We'll educate you about those things so you can grow your credit. And what it does is it helps the consumer be able to buy more properties, like a second home investment property, where they're not having to have the highest interest rate. Once you have better credit and you understand how it works, it really helps. It helps the consumer.